Do you want to be able to book cheap flights to almost anywhere in the world? Well, I'm about to tell you how because I've just booked a 6-week trip around Malaysia and return flights from Australia were just 300 Aussie dollars. That's almost nothing. So stick around and I'm going to share with you the 3 apps that I use to get cheap flights to pretty much anywhere, and make sure you hang around to the end because I'm going to be sharing an important rule that you need to remember so you can travel anywhere in the world for super cheap. Alright, so the first app that I use to find cheap flights is called I Know the Pilot. Now this works in Australia, New Zealand, America, the United Kingdom, and a few countries in Asia as well. Basically, you sign up and tell them your nearest capital city, somewhere that's got an airport, and they'll send you random daily flight deals every single day that are usually really good value. Now, it might not always be the flight that you're after, but if you stay open and flexible to the idea of traveling somewhere nice, chances are that sooner or later you're going to get a notification that you just have to book. Like when I saw $300 return flights to Malaysia, I had to book it. A few years ago, I saw $700 return flights to Prague from Melbourne on a good airline. How can you not book that? So basically, I Know the Pilot will give you a random deal every single day. And usually it might not be something you want to book, but eventually something's going to come along that just speaks to you. Maybe it's a country that you've been wanting to go to for a while, or maybe it's just an incredibly cheap trip that you spontaneously decide to book. I Know the Pilot is just really good for giving you random deals every day, and sooner or later you're going to find one that's perfect for you. The second app that I use to book most of my flights is called Skyscanner. You probably already know this one. It's arguably one of the best flight search engines out there. What I like about Skyscanner is that you can compare dates. You can say you want to fly on a specific date, like the 2nd of December, or you can just say you want to fly sometime in December, and it'll show you the price of your flight for every single day. So you can see maybe it's cheaper through the week, or maybe it's cheaper on the weekends, or earlier or later in the month. And you can use this tool to find the cheapest time to fly. Skyscanner also compares dozens of different airlines and shows you the cheapest way to get to your destination and the most efficient way to get to your destination. So you can compare those prices and you think, well, I might pay a few $100s more to get there 10 hours quicker. Or you can save a few $100s by taking a slightly longer trip that might have longer layovers or an extra flight in between. Finally, Skyscanner can help you find flights even if you don't know where you want to go. You can choose a departure city and just say flying anywhere, and it'll give you, in order of price, flights to almost every country you could possibly fly to. So you can just scroll through these flights and think, oh, I could fly there for that much, I could fly here for this much, and sooner or later you might see a country you think, oh, $800 to Japan. It's not bad. So for all those reasons, Skyscanner is arguably the best flight search engine out there. Definitely use that next time you're booking flights. And the final app that I want to talk about is called Hopper. Now, full disclosure, this is not an app I actually have used before, but it's definitely something I can get around in the near future. Hopper is great because you can use it from anywhere in the world, and it uses algorithms to predict flight prices and whether they'll drop or increase. So it basically tells you whether now is a good time to buy your flight or whether you should wait a bit. Hopper also allows you to freeze flight prices. So if you're looking at a particular flight and you're not sure whether you want to pay for it or not yet, you can freeze the price. And if you come back in a week and the price has gone down, you can pay the lower price. But if the price of that flight has gone up, you can pay the price that you froze it at. So Hopper uses algorithms to predict the prices of flights to help you find the cheapest possible option for your flight. So there you go, guys. I Know the Pilot, Skyscanner, and Hopper, 3 awesome apps to help you find cheap flights to anywhere in the world. But there's one more important thing you need to know before you go traveling internationally for super cheap. You need to take carry-on luggage only. And I know that sounds a bit bizarre. You're used to taking a big suitcase or a backpack just full of everything you own, but you don't need it. All you need is carry-on luggage. It's going to help you fly more comfortably and more cheaply, if that's a word. So next week's video is going to be all about how to pack for carry-on only to travel anywhere in the world. Make sure you check out that one. I'm off to jump in the pool. Catch you next time. Cheers.